So during the week, I had the opportunity to try on what I didn't know at the time was the new Tudor Black Bay Harrods edition. I had no idea there was a new Tudor Black Bay Harrods edition, but there was, and one of the chaps at work brought it in, and I had some good time with it. So let's get into it. I'm Andy, and welcome to the English Watch. Now this channel is about me and my watch collecting journey, an amateur enthusiast with an eye for detail, helping like-minded individuals, like you, start your watch collecting journey. Now if you like these videos, why not give it a thumbs up, and while you're there, why not subscribe? Now we are approaching 18,000 subscribers. It's good to get to 20,000. I know lots of you dip in and dip out, and I know lots of you subscribe, but there's plenty of people that are watching the videos that aren't subscribing. So if you could just click that subscribe button. I don't upload very often, so I'm not going to inundate your watch list with lots of stuff. So really appreciate the support. It really does help. Interestingly, the original Tudor Black Bay Harrods edition, which was just a reworking of the previous generation Black Bay 41, and that had the oyster style bracelet with the riveted, or the fake riveted bracelet edges. It had the little crown spacer on it, and it also had like a green bezel and some, I guess, gilt marking similar to the Black Bay 58 and some of the other sort of Black Bay versions. So there wasn't a great uplift from the regular Black Bay. It had an engraving on the back which was like an H, like a bit of a bridge. It says special edition. Now they may have been numbered, I'm not too sure. On the Tudor website it says on this one N38. I'm not too sure whether it was numbered or not. Certainly wasn't limited, and in fact you can still buy this one. If you click on the link in the Tudor website, it will take you to the Harrods website where you can buy it. Now this used to be a watch that you could only buy by going to the store, going to the Tudor boutique in Harrods and buying it there. Now they were, call it waitlisted or preferred clients or whatever BS they put around it, but yeah, they were available. Now I had a Black Bay 41 GMT, which was this very similar case design, a bit thicker because it was a GMT, and it was nice. I found it a bit too thick, so after a few years I moved it on, and I think the previous version has fared pretty well. Yeah, people like it because it's special. Yeah, there's a pop of green on there, pop of gold, and I can see that. I really can. But for me, it was just another version. But then roll forward to a couple of years ago, and Tudor upgraded the Black Bay 41, and they released the burgundy bezel version at the time, which had the oyster style bracelet and the new Jubilee style bracelet. And all of a sudden, with the reprofiled case and a few other bits and pieces, I found the watch worked a lot nicer. There was some nice subtle detailing that had just sort of changed it just enough, to be a bit more wearable and a bit less sort of slab-sided. So that was nice. And then last year we had the monochrome, which I think is a great looking watch. And now this year, I'm not too sure when it was released. I did try and look online, and there's not a great deal out there. So I assume end of 2024, beginning of 2025, the new Harrods Black Bay 41 Special Edition has come out. Now, this isn't a watch, though, that you can buy. In fact, there's only 175 of these pieces being made. Now, whether that's it done, no more, obviously until the next special edition run, I don't know. But one of the chaps that I work with, he buys all his watches, or his new watches, in Harrods. And in fact, this might be a top tip if you didn't know, if you get the Harrods loyalty card, I believe, and I've not tried this yet, when you buy a watch, you get enough points to then spend on something quite nice. You might get a few £100 back depending on how much you spend. So you could treat that as a bit of a discount. So it's worth looking into. So anyway, he was one of the lucky 175 special clients who got the call, and he went down and bought the watch. Now I think he said it was about £6,000. I think from what I've seen, it was about £5,500, which is a bit above the existing one. So if you bought a regular sort of Black Bay 41 steel, say a burgundy bezel, it would be £4,000 early 2025, given all of the recent uplifts in price. So about a £1,500 uplift. Now, is it worth it? Well, there's only 175 of them, so from a collector's perspective, yeah, probably. And from an aesthetic perspective, I have to say, it's actually quite nice. I guess the standout feature for me is the green sort of sunburst dial. At first, I wasn't quite sure what it was because it comes over quite black. So in the right light, you can just sort of catch it in the window. Now, bearing in mind, I was looking at this watch in an office block that had office ceiling lights and lots of white desks everywhere. It was a pain in the arse to get some proper sort of film with. But the iPhone did a reasonable job. So anyway, this watch comes with the Jubilee style bracelet. It's got the T-Fit clasp, which is nice. It's got a gold, I'm going to say it's a gold plated or gold rolled, or maybe it's solid, I'm not too sure, crown. And then it's got the gold detailing around the bezel, gold lettering around the diving registers, and then the normal sort of gilt markers on the dial itself. Now, one extra special point that this new one has that the previous one didn't have is the lollipop end of the seconds hand has a little H in it, which is quite nice. So that's an uplift from previous, which just had the snowflake. So it has an extra little bit of Harrodsness to it. And on the back, there's a bit more this time in terms of there's not just the H engraving, there's actually a full, I guess it's a laser mark of the Harrods store. So you've got the iconic domed tower at the top and the shop front. And then around it you've got Anniversary Edition, and then it's the numbered, so the one I was looking at was number 153 of 175. Caliber manufacturer, Tudor Genève. So this looks like the 175th anniversary of Harrods, and this is a watch to celebrate that. So 175th anniversary, 175 watches. Makes perfect sense. So maybe if you wait another 25 years, there might be 200 of these available, or whatever it is at the time. So in terms of the specifications, it's pretty much as the regular Black Bay 41. So 41mm in diameter and 13.6mm thick. Got a 22mm lug width. I don't have the details for the lug to lug, but I think it wears reasonably compact, and it's around 50mm from memory. Water resistance 200 meters because it is after all a dive watch. So yeah, so I was quite surprised to get some time with it. I really liked it. I thought the colours just popped. The green dial, as I said, just plays beautifully in the light. As I said before, the size proportions as per the burgundy and the monochrome work much nicer. I do prefer the Jubilee style bracelet over the Oyster style bracelet. And I do say style because Rolex have got obviously the Jubilee and the Oyster within their catalogue. So just a short one today because I only had a small amount of time with this watch. I'd love to know what you think. Have you seen one in the wild? Did you even know it existed? So I was pretty lucky to have one. I guess the only thing I didn't photograph, and I did have it in my hand, was the box. And normally the Tudor boxes, they're black, they have like a white printing on them. This had gold printing, so the box was uplifted as well, which was a nice touch. So yeah, love to know your thoughts. Leave your comments in the section below, and don't forget to subscribe if you are a regular offender and come back for more. Anyway, I'm Andy, this has been The English Watch. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.